Hi everyone. So, I'm a 25-year-old female, and I had a friend, a 28-year-old male. Let's call him Dan. We'd been friends for 8 years. The thing is, we lived in different countries. So this July was actually the first time we finally met in person. From the beginning, we were always really close. We shared everything with each other. We were each other's support system. Earlier this year, I went through a heartbreak. And that's when Dan and I got even closer. Suddenly, we were on calls for hours, almost every day. We laughed, we flirted a little, and honestly, it started to feel like we were building something deeper. Eventually, he confessed his feelings for me, and I rejected him. Not because I didn't care, but because long distance and our different priorities made it feel impossible. Still, we stayed close. We even kept flirting. He would say things like, "Do you think your dad would like me?" Those aren't things you just say to a friend. Before my trip to see him, he went on a couple of dates with someone new. And then, when I finally met him, I was floored. He was even more beautiful in person. I realized right then and there that I was falling for him. But the week I spent with him was strange. Yes, he had an injured foot and was cranky, but he also wouldn't really look me in the eyes. He walked ahead of me instead of beside me. And sometimes, it just felt like he didn't want me there despite all my efforts to be considerate. Sure, there were good moments, but they were overshadowed by the distance he created. When I left, I cried in the airport. I regretted not telling him how I felt. A few days later, I confessed. He rejected me, fair enough, but when I asked for reassurance about my place in his life, he told me, "Don't ask things like that. Work on your confidence." That cut deep. This was someone I had called my best friend. We argued again days later. I begged him for an apology, but he refused. We didn't speak for 2 weeks. And in that silence, I realized something. My life didn't really change without him. When he finally reached out, we tried to patch things up, but it was never the same. Not long after, he told me he was dating someone. Then came the final conversation that ended it all. He admitted that after my initial rejection, he lost all feelings for me, and that the flirting had just been part of his flirtatious personality. But the hardest part, he confessed that during my visit, he couldn't look me in the eyes because I didn't look like the image he had built of me in his head after all these years. That broke me. I know I've made mistakes too, but the betrayal is in the cruelty of his words. This was someone I trusted as my best friend. Now, I wish him well. I still want him to eat, just not at my table anymore.